Imagine the Winter Olympics without winter. No, not a scheduling issue, a climate one. The iconic image of athletes slicing through perfect powder may soon become a historical archive rather than a live broadcast. Because scientists now warn that within decades, most cities on Earth may simply be too warm to host the Games at all. Here is a report on how global warming is slowly melting one of the world's oldest sporting traditions.
The Winter Olympics were once a postcard. Sharp blue skies, blinding white mountains, and athletes carving history into fresh powder. Now, scientists say that by the 2080s, more than half of potential host cities will be climate unreliable. For decades, the Winter Olympics relied on cities where freezing temperatures were guaranteed. That safety net is disappearing. Researchers analyzed 93 past and potential host locations under different emissions scenarios from Asia, Northern America, Europe, and the Southern Hemisphere. By the 2050s, only 52 locations remain viable for Winter Olympics. For the Paralympics, just 22 are reliable sites. And under high emissions, a terrifying drop to only 4 for Paralympics. The Olympics isn't expanding anymore, it's retreating. The future has already arrived, and it is made of machines. The 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics became the first games with 100% artificial snow. At least 90% of snow in Yangqing was manufactured. To create that illusion of winter, 222 million liters of water were consumed. Future games may require 2.4 million cubic meters of snow, which equals roughly 380 Olympic-sized swimming pools of water. Artificial snow is again being used in the Milano Cortina Games in Italy. But there is a catch. Snowmaking machines still need cold air, and cold air is disappearing. In Vancouver 2010, pre-made snow melted during a record warm January, forcing trucks and helicopters to import more. We are now manufacturing a season that no longer naturally exists.
We can see the climate change fingerprint on the temperatures and the conditions that are happening. So if the Winter Olympics is something that you love, it's really good to understand how climate change and our actions as humans are changing the conditions, the reliability, everything that goes along with the Winter Games, if we want them to be something that we enjoy in the future and that we pass on to future generations to enjoy as well.
Climate change is not just cosmetic, it is injuring athletes. Warmer temperatures create wet, heavy, unstable snow closer to slush than powder. At the 2014 Sochi Games, unusually warm conditions contributed to higher crash rates. Athletes misjudged speed and landing zones because surfaces behaved unpredictably. Even practice sessions now get canceled due to lack of snow. Scientists say winter sport is being reshaped by fossil fuels. Snow droughts are spreading across the Northern Hemisphere. Some regions have lost 10 to 20% snowpack per decade over the past 40 years. Utah's Salt Lake City, the future host, recorded 0.1 inches of snow in January. This is significantly lower than the average of nearly 12.7 inches. The first Winter Olympics in 1924 happened entirely outdoors. By the 1980s, organizers moved many events indoors to guarantee ice. Now, even mountains cannot guarantee snow. The Olympics were built on nature. Nature is withdrawing permission.
The streets roared her name. Supporters climbed rooftops. History seemed ready to repeat itself. Then it happened. A flash. A burst. Panic swallowing cheers. In seconds, Benazir Bhutto was gone. Not voted out, not defeated, but assassinated. Catch the full story on the assassination at these times, only on Firstpost.